Hello YouTube, sorry if my voice is rough. See where that's really gouged? That's caused by getting your wheel up like this. Now if it's a piece of metal you don't care about, you're just going to paint it for structural. But I need something nice to make my door and my door frame out of. So I've been over here with 60 grit. I'm trying to keep as flat as I can. So you get up on the edge, you're going to get them deep scratches. I think you can see them back here. It's alright if you don't care. I did a test spot back here somewhere just to show you a couple of them. Right in here. That's getting up on the edge. Because that mill scale's been on her since the life of this piece of metal. And here's what's on here. Paint, primer, rust, little tab that was on there. I should have enough to do it. I need a 3-inch square and a 2-inch whatever square. I need the piece to make the frame, which will have the hole in it. Said cut the hole in the stove, but it ain't gonna be so picky because you won't see it. But the frame I might have to do a lot with the Dremel. This is supposed to be 3/32. It's 1/32 less than 1/8 of an inch. I believe it'll be strong enough for a door. For the frame, it's just decorative. Excuse me. That's the only reason I'm putting all them bolts and stuff. I just want to make a neat looking stove, like somebody bought a stove kit and put onto a square or whatever. If you're making a stove for practical use, you just make a door and chop a hole in what I've got built. So I'm sure you've seen the other video before this if you're following it. So enough yak. Let's clean this up. And I don't know what it'll all be on here. Depends on how much you get done. They're putting in a new light pole at the intersection of my alley. So they've already got the new pole around. They just need to switch the wire. So I might be out of power for a few minutes here and there. So we're getting right after this part. And then we're going to take a break. Maybe do some barbecuing. I already did to this side. That's the bad side you won't see. That's all you get. See that? That's clean enough. There's still mills go. Here's the side. Plus this has to be done with 120. I should say that we're using 60 grit right now. We're going to have this baby polished, sanded, whatever on the belt sander. It will be as nice as can be for recycled. So enough yak. Let's talk more work. Okay, I know I just told you don't use glue up on edge, but the 120 does such a good job. I said this is going to be sanded, polished, and painted. Can you see that in there? The lines? But you want to go one direction. You should never really sand going like spinning. You should never come in this on a piece of metal or grab. Just always try to go off it. But I'm out here doing this really carefully, trying to make one pattern. So I'll be hitting this edge here just for a couple inches, but I'll be real careful. I want this stuff clean. I don't know if you can see it. There's lines, but those are very fine lines. That's it. Do as you want, but be careful of really rough sanding just getting up on edge. You'll make a mess. Do as you please. I'm going to do what I want. I want that mill scale stuff, that black. That's the black stained on the metal. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to work. Okay, I'm starting to feel like a metal shop teacher. This is pretty square. This is pretty rough. We're sacrificing the metric side of our cheap, you-know-where square as a cutting edge to take my grinder. So I just got through cutting it. It didn't wear into that. That's stainless. It didn't cut it as much as it cut the steel. So we're going to file this off, not grind it. We're going to make this like 3 1/16 inch instead of a 3-inch square. So we got our diamond grinder thing. So even if we go under a little bit, it's going to be square when we are done. So just some little tips. It'd be worth buying one of these just to ruin this. Ruin this side first. You can always flip it over. See, I got this clamped on there. Okay, these little quick tips will help you I don't know if I'm going to put them at the end or just leave this one in. I should put them at the end, like I said I was going to do. Quick tip. Okay, this is why I make things a 1/16 of an inch bigger. So imagine that standing up. I don't have 3 arms. This comes out exactly 3 inches. You got the width of your cutter blade. So I always cut everything 1/16 over each time I cut, and I cut on the outside of the line. We're starting to show some wear on this. Where is it? Remember, we use the metric side. Got a little carried away at the end there, but I said I'll flip it over and use the other end. We're sacrificing it, but we need a nice quality straight edge. There you go. One more cut to make. So I'd like this to be a little longer than 3/16 because the edge needs a little work, but it's going to be a good enough piece. So always cut further. That way when you work on another project, you want a piece of metal, you've already got it a little past. I think you know what I mean. And there you have it. Almost a perfect 3-inch square. It is about a 1/16 inch longer this way, so we're going to sand both sides on our disc sander. That means a 32nd D20 to clean it up. You get a nasty burr on the other side from the cutter blade. So I'll flip over and show you where I filed it. See that? Get that junk off. And you might get a little bit up on here, but this will all be polished again. Okay. We're done. We'll look for the pictures of stuff I didn't talk about at the end. So thanks for watching.